The line at the supermarket looked ordinary. Just another afternoon filled with chatter and the steady beeps of groceries being scanned. But then, everything changed. A man in a sharp gray suit stepped up to the register. He carried himself with quiet confidence. Yet the moment his sleek black card was swiped, the store froze. Once. Twice. Then the screen flashed a word no one expected. Declined. The air shifted. Whispers spread. Some shoppers smirked. The cashier even laughed loudly, mocking him in front of everyone. His jaw tightened. His eyes fell to the floor. And beside him stood a little girl, holding his hand tightly, her eyes wide with worry. No one knew who this man really was. No one knew the fortune behind his name. And no one knew that in this moment of humiliation, the kindness of a child was about to change everything. Friends, before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of compassion, make sure to subscribe to Kindness Stories, like this video, and share it with someone who needs hope today. The man's name was Michael Lawson, a billionaire who built his empire through construction, steel, and sheer determination. He had spoken in the grandest boardrooms, his name etched on skyscrapers across the country. But here, in this small-town grocery store, he was just another man with a failed card. This wasn't fraud. It wasn't a bank error. It was fate, a lesson, wrapped in humiliation. For years, Michael lived behind walls of wealth and power, blind to the quiet struggles of ordinary people. And now, stripped of his status, he stood exposed. The cashier laughed again, louder this time. Shoppers leaned in, whispering, pointing, enjoying the sight of someone important fall. But then, something remarkable happened. The little girl beside him, no more than 7 years old, with braids in her hair and a worn purple shirt, looked at the groceries on the counter, then at her trembling father. She didn't see a billionaire. She didn't see shame. She saw a man who needed help. And with tiny, trembling hands, she reached into her pocket, 3 crumpled bills, a few coins, her allowance. Slowly, she stretched out her hand toward the cashier and whispered, "Please, take it. I want help." The store went silent. The laughter died. Whispers stopped. Every eye turned toward this little girl who had offered everything she had for a stranger in their eyes. Michael Lawson, the man who once signed checks larger than most people's lifetime earnings, was speechless. His heart, hardened for decades, cracked open. His eyes burned not from anger, but from tears he could no longer hold back. This child, with almost nothing, had given him everything: dignity, compassion, humanity. The mood in the store shifted. The people who had mocked him lowered their eyes in shame. The cashier's grin disappeared. And Michael realized something. He had just witnessed true wealth. He knelt beside the girl, thanking her with a breaking voice. She smiled softly. She didn't know he was a billionaire. She didn't care. She only saw someone in need and chose kindness. That night, Michael couldn't sleep. The image of her tiny hands offering coins haunted him. For years, he measured wealth in skyscrapers, numbered possessions. But now he understood. Wealth was measured in compassion. The next morning, he made a decision that would change everything. Weeks later, news spread nationwide. Michael Lawson, once known for ruthless business, announced a foundation to support struggling families. Grocery bills were paid, homes were repaired, scholarships appeared for children who never dreamed of college. And at the center of it all was that little girl, the one in the purple shirt with 3 crumpled bills. Michael made sure she and her family never struggled again. But more than that, he honored her kindness. He didn't use it as charity. He protected it, nurtured it, and let it inspire millions. Years later, when people spoke of Michael Lawson, They didn't talk about his towers or billions. They talked about the day his card declined and a child's kindness gave him a new heart. That became his true legacy. So, my friends, if this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Stories, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And let me ask you, if you were that little girl, would you have done the same? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because in the end, true wealth is not measured by what we keep, but by what we give.